All right. This is Dr. Holly. I apologize for this morning, just reminding me how mindfulness is a good thing to have at any given moment. So I am going to reset and take a breath, and I'll post this to you guys to enjoy once I've completed it. So welcome to our Chronic Thrivers Virtual Healing Circle. I'm Holly McKenna. I'm, as y'all probably know or may not know, integrative medicine and psychiatry physician. I'm also, more importantly, a mom and a patient with chronic illness. Full disclosure, um, I recently had labs that confirmed that I have what looks like Hashimoto's thyroiditis, and I'm getting my first thyroid medicine dosage today. So the brain fog is real, and I apologize that it's affected our ability to join live together as I had hoped, but I'm going to work on getting this set up in a way that we can enjoy together. And sometimes you have to just let the tears flow, right? Because the universe provides what we need. So I'm just being a little vulnerable right now and letting you know that I feel the frustration, and I am frustrated with this not working 100% because I think otherwise I'd be able to make everything work in a timely way. So we're going to release that. That's part of why we're here today together, is to offer healing, and that I'm including myself in that because, I am one with all of us, as is the universe, and what's true for me is true for you, is true for all. And I need this space. So, yes. So, what can you expect? You can expect me to work with Nakota, who's amazing, and figure out why the settings don't work. So, hopefully, the future talk today that's for the entire community will be live. I do know that the VIP link works fine because folks who are VIP were able to join me this morning. And we'll figure it out. Worst case, we'll have like two different links, but I do want to have it come into the group. So if for some reason we can't make it happen live in the group, it'll be posted to the group immediately, as we're doing now. And so today we will have this opening ceremony. Ceremonies are a big part of opening a space and making a space safe for us and creating community, getting in touch with our inner intuition, our spirit guides, whatever you kind of view as the all, as spirit, as God, as whomever or whatever kind of belief system you have. It doesn't matter because all different beliefs and different peoples use ritual and ceremony. So we'll open with that. Then at the 11 o'clock hour Central Standard, we'll be having a talk about the benefits of mindfulness and mind-body medicine. I was fortunate enough to work with Jon Kabat-Zinn live and in person this past weekend, and so really have a lot of wisdom to share. I'm super excited about that. So please tune in. And then for our VIPs, we're going to really deep dive into the importance of ceremony and have the example of that as I offer some group Reiki healing. I'll explain what Reiki is, what you can expect. It'll be a super safe and fun space together as we share like how ceremony works within our day-to-day life and how it helps with healing, how it helps with grief, how it helps with all the above. And so with that, all videos that are in the group will be there until the evening, about 12 hours or so, but then available to our VIPs for life. So if you find something that's super valuable and you're like, I really want to share this with my mom, $33. I tried to make it as reasonable as possible, $11 a day. It's really just to show your commitment to your growth over these 3 days. Okay, so welcome. Before connecting with you, I pulled some card in ancient healing times, cards such as Tarot or Oracle have been used to help us really connect with our inner intuition, with guides, with, again, whatever kind of spirituality practice you may have. Interestingly enough, given I'm in kind of the psychiatric world, one of the first users of analysis, Dr. Zhang, used tarot cards to help with, I think, really connecting to his patient's psyche in a different kind of way. And so I feel like I'm really kind of embracing roots. And that's a big part of my practice, is bringing my ancestors, I don't want that to be too loud for you, bringing roots. This is, for those wondering, I'm happy to share this this playlist. It's a sound bath from the Milk Bath folks out of Ireland. She was kind enough to share that as a free resource. I'm happy to share her link, help her gain some followers. She's a gorgeous soul out of Ireland, which is my homeland. So I pulled from the tarot cards the Three of Stones, which is for creativity, which I then immediately was challenged to do to make this time together happen. It's a, this is a card deck, the Wildwood Tarot, which I was really drawn to. A friend of a few of us who are on here, Ikaru, is kind of a card healer and user, and he sold a bunch of his card decks, and this is one that I picked up and was really drawn to. So this is creativity. This is a woman who, honestly, when I project onto this and look at this from my own kind of healing, I see the roots of her drawing from the roots of the soil, the roots of her ancestors, and using the strength of the stones around her to stand tall, maybe in spite of anything that's coming forth that is causing stress, anxiety, whether it be chronic pain, chronic illness, brain fog, if you're like me today, the shadows of Mercury retrograde causing some electronic issues, whatever it may be, pulling that strength from the soil, pulling that strength from our ancestors. And then, now that I'm actually pulling the card back, I see the stones aren't just stones. They look like stones that my ancestors made, like Stonehenge, like the stones that are in my homeland in Ireland that were used for ceremony, for ritual, just as we're doing today. So pulling from the strength of your ancestors, fully feeling the strength of those around you in this virtual space together, and allowing for that to feed into your creativity, whatever that may be for you, whether that be figuring out how to make something work when it's not, or whether it be creating something into the universe that you are feeling drawn to do. Oh, I'm in my office, by the way, in case you're wondering, like, what's up in the background. This is real-time office, complete with random office chair that I did not move out of the way. But anyway, it's all good. And chakra stuff over here. Anyway, I also, because I'm Irish and I can't help myself, my parents both immigrated from Ireland. I have, all my relatives are still there. In Ireland, our original language is the Ogham. It's Ogham is the spelling, but it's in Irish pronounced as Ogham. Now is the time in Irish kind of paganism or old in Ireland, paganism and Catholicism and all the isms kind of overlap quite a bit, because it's just a very spiritual, connected country, which is part of why I'm in New Orleans, because the city is the same. But right now it's Bealtaine, which is some folks who maybe are, have heard of Wiccan terms as Beltane. That's actually kind of not the pronunciation, because it's originally out of Irish language, Bealtaine. It is a season of planting and the beginning of summer, planting in preparation for the harvest, which comes up later. So we're really planting seeds and getting ourselves ready for what's happening. So the first, I pulled 4 Ogham stones. Ogham is, like I said, the original, maybe I didn't say, but I thought it, the original written language out of Ireland. And I studied Ogham divinity with the Irish Pagan School. And so I just want to share what comes forth for me. And if it serves you, great. If it doesn't, just leave it on the table for someone else to pick up. No worries. But this first letter is Beith, which is the B. It is vital beginnings. So as we start this journey together, this is beautiful that this came up. What I did is I just have stones. I made these stones myself. They are petrified wood, and I carved them and painted them just as part of my own practice. The Beith is the birch tree. It's a white, strong tree within the forest. I actually see it in the forest kind of standing strong, moving with the wind and letting itself bend if as needed. It's the beginning of a path. It's often found at the start of a journey or path. And that's what we're on today. We're starting this path together. It's for me associated with the crown chakra as it's white. And with the crown chakra, I of course have to bring in my crystals. For those who kind of know me in a social world, I love a good crystal. I don't remember the names of the crystals because I just play a crystal lover on TV. I'm not actually like one that knows all the things, but in a lot of cultures using kind of skull symbolism is about bringing in ancestors. So I have this little guy who's more crown chakra. He's kind of that luminescent crown colors. And here is I'm using this for my grid for crystals and for our ceremony today. So bringing him in at the top of the tree. The second letter that I pulled is Fern. It's the here. I'll put him up here at the north. Fern is the rooted guardian. It's the 3 letters also to the right. It's red. It's the alder tree. And the alder tree is the keeper of the heart. It's the warrior spirit. It's allowing us to move forward. So in spite of my personal brain fog and frustration and angst and need to release, I channeled the fern to keep going and keep moving forward because I really want to provide this space for you guys. It's also about tribe and about coming together as a community. So it's beautiful that the alder tree recognizes this. It's our root chakra, and the root is more in the red space. And so I have, this, I'm going to put this down at the root of our tree for this kind of crystal grid that I'm creating here for us together. I'll do my best to kind of hold it up when I can. I'm going to put him down in the south. I'm just making this up as I go along as far as where it goes. This is just what Spirit's telling me to do. Okay, so Siert is temporary setbacks. I'm just laughing at myself because like Spirit already told me this was going to happen, or my ancestors or whomever, again, that you want to kind of channel into the universe already said, hey, you're going to have some setbacks. And when I originally had this stone come forward, I thought of our health setbacks, but then I literally had technology setbacks. So awesome, as my dear friend and Coach Amber J says, leaders go first. So here I am with my setbacks, sharing them with you because we have those together. We can pull each other through those. This is the apple tree, which is kind of like a crab apple in Ireland, the older apple tree. It's really about ancestral healing. So the setbacks that I'm experiencing are ones that are recreated for me from setbacks that my ancestors experienced. My ancestors dealt with famine, dealt with, folks coming in and taking over their land and trying to push them out and trying to eliminate them. A big part of why, for those who've never visited Ireland or aren't as familiar, everyone in Ireland has to study the Irish language and has to pass like their cert, like their exam in the Irish language to graduate from secondary school. And this is because, and everything in Ireland, if you look at signage, if you are in public transportation, they'll say like the name of the place and then they'll say it in Irish. And that's a big movement because this was something that was tried to be taken away from us. And so, setbacks that I experienced, I think of setbacks that my grandparents experienced, that my parents experienced, that those before us experienced. And I know that my working through them is helping heal them. So I hope that also serves you and helps you heal as well. So I appreciate this because, it's a feeling of death. It's also, interestingly enough, it's throat chakra. So for me, again, with my thyroid deciding like, hey, girl, we're going to play with your brain and how you think and how you feel about yourself and how everything goes. This is really coming forward for me. And given that it's throat chakra, and again, I'm kind of having feelings about that. I'm going to put this over here, the blue for our throat chakra. Lapoli. I'm probably lapis. Okay. Brain. Okay. Those who know can like put it in the chat. Okay. That's also the letter Q, by the way. Okay, so the last is Adad. Adad is ancient power. So this is really ancestral, just like this card that we pulled for the community, the roots of our ancestors, the strength of our ancestors coming forth to support us. The yew tree is the oldest tree. It's marks sacred places in Ireland. There's certain types of trees in Ireland that are considered sacred that, actually I have it upside down, I apologize, that have a sacred connection in Ireland. You're not allowed to cut those down, like roads are kind of deviate around certain types of trees because of the ancient wisdoms. It's associated with the boundaries between us and the other world, whatever that means to you. And ceremony is a lot about that as well. It's about opening up boundaries and allowing ourselves to connect with our inner source, with our divine guidance, with our inner ability to heal. So I have, let's see what I'll put for you guys. I kind of feel like I'm drawn towards this is a beautiful emerald crystal that Just Be Inspired is my crystal dealer slash Reiki master. So I'm going to actually put this guy in the middle, and I think I might put our card there as well. I also have, as far as for other crystals, for our solar plexus, for our sacral plexus, all these things I'll get more into this afternoon when we're talking about ceremonies in our VIP section. I'll talk about what the different chakras are and how we use those in Reiki and in other types of healing, because there's a lot of overlap between chakras and what Western medicine does as far as physical space. And then, of course, I can't remember the name of it because my brain's fogged, but you guys should be familiar with this purple guy, and it'll come to when I'm not trying to remember. All right. So we have, just to show you, hopefully it won't break because these are like some heavier crystals. I have the crystal grid here for us. All right. Also in ceremony, just allowing some space to open. So I invite you to take a deep breath with me, inhaling through your nose, exhaling through your mouth. Let's do that one more time. Inhale and exhale. And again, inhale together, feeling this community joining together in this moment. And exhale. I'm going to light some candles that I have here for our community. The colors can symbolize different chakras, different elements within our world together. So first, maybe not. Let's try this guy. All right. Is down here. The elements of metal, and spirit. Next, the element of earth, bringing in the support of earth, allowing us to feel its strength. Of course, water allowing us to flow. Water flows around different barriers that may keep it from going. It finds a way through. It finds different passages. It's very creative and flowing and allows for that creativity that we're called to bring into this space together. Wood is the strength of the tree, the strength of our ancestors as we pull from our roots in the earth and allow ourselves to grow forward into the sky. Then, of course, fire allows us to burn with our creativity, with our strength, with our ability to heal, ability to be together in this space. I do have, just to purify our space together, I have some sage here and palsata, almost, sorry, my brain. Just allowing for us to feel this opening space together. Breathing in peace. Breathing out conflict. Breathing in love. Breathing out struggle. Breathing in community. Breathing out loneliness. Breathing in support. Breathing out self-judgment. I invite you, if you're comfortable with closed eyes or soft gaze, to just notice your breath in this moment. Notice the light coming from your heart space. You may feel drawn to put your hands in this space, feeling this warmth, this light coming forward. It's a green light of warmth, of growth, of healing. You may see this light going beyond your heart space into the space around you, surrounding you with this glow of warmth, of safety, of healing, of community. And allow it to go forward beyond your space, into those around you, into the room where you are sitting, the building, the state, the community, across the miles to your virtual community here together. Feeling ourselves connect in this green light, this light of healing and love and warmth. and security and support. Feeling the strength of this light, how it holds you up. Your sisters in this space are holding you up. Even if you don't have the strength to hold yourself, they are holding you. And in turn, you find the strength to hold them. Breathing that in. Allowing for this space as we open this space together, knowing these 3 days are going to be full of ups and downs, challenges, rising up, supporting each other, allowing tears, allowing vulnerabilities, allowing strength and healing and learning and community. And then feeling that energy come back to you, that energy from each sister, each brother, each person in this space together, in the community, in your room, in your body, and allowing yourself to feel your fingers and toes in your space that serves you to start moving them a bit as the energy comes back to you. When you're comfortable opening your eyes, I adore each of you. I thank you for your patience and for your support as I navigated getting this ceremony to you. And I will continue to work to be able to bring these 3 days to you in a way that flows and feels in alignment to our community. I adore you and I thank you for your spirit and for your presence and for your healing. See you in a little bit.